Effects mic test 1 2. Effects mic test 1 2.
Welcome to Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility in Spears Point for a late season clash between the 14th place Emerging Jets and the 11th place Football New South Wales Institute. Chris McPherson bringing you all of the action this evening on Football New South Wales YouTube. When these sides clashed back in round 8, it was a comprehensive win for the Institute as they put up their biggest score of the season. They ran rampant at Valentine Sports Park, taking all 3 points in a 5-0 victory. However, it's now a very different story in terms of form. The hosts have taken points from 4 of their last 6 clashes, including a draw with third place Illawarra last weekend and a win over 4th place Olympic last month. Can they continue the run and handle the unfamiliar pressure of entering this game as favourites? Only time will tell. The Football New South Wales Institute, meanwhile, after a mid-season run that had them sitting mid-table, have lost 5 in a row and 7 of their last 8 to slide to 11th on the table. Is today the day they stop their slump? Plenty to play for both sides this evening, that is for certain. So let's have a look at how the two teams line up ahead of the clash. The visitors, Football New South Wales, in goals, number 55, Jasmine Black. The 10 in their outfield, 29, Lauren Nada, 38, Amelia Bennett, 41, Amelia Kassar, 46, Tiana Fuller, 61, Annabella Keep, 63, Zante Uric, 65, Christina Kitchik, 71, Adelaide Wazinski, 72, Anita Zorden, and 73, Lillian Skelly. While for the home side, the Emerging Jets, in goals, number 32 will be Kiva Bray, number 3 is Chloe Wallendow, 4, Malayan Hammond, 6 is Emma Dundas, 7, Sophie Hayworth, 8, Claire Adams, 10 is Isabella Threlfo, 11, Josie Allen, 13, Molly Salvador, 14, Laura Knipe, and 15, Alexis Collins. We are just about set for kickoff. It'll be the Emerging Jets going from right to left of your screen in the first half on Football New South Wales YouTube. As we're set for kickoff, the sun sets over the hills of Lake Macquarie. This game is a crucial one. A win for Football New South Wales will almost ensure they can't finish in the bottom 2, while a win for the Emerging Jets will break a huge drought against their rivals here and see them start to close the gap on the 3 teams bunched in front of them. And we're underway here at Lake Macquarie. And straight away, a lofted through ball. Looking for Fuller. Hit heavily, and we're going to have a corner. Taking a deflection. Plenty of numbers in the box. Lofted high at the front post. Headed away initially by the Jets, not cleared yet. Played in. Football New South Wales trying to find an option. They're going to have to set it back into defence. Lob forward. Keep sending it up. Turned over in midfield and then sent back again by Football New South Wales. Kitchik turns it over. Allen on the way. Can she get the first goal away with the Jets? Taps it down but can't get it past. Jasmine Black, easily taken by the Institute keeper. First opportunity goes the way of the Jets. No score. Collins turns her opponent inside out, drops it back for Knipe. She plays it all the way back to Threlfo in the centre of defence. Beautifully threaded through ball for Hammond. Hammond can't control the touch though. And Kitchik will play it across the sideline. Temperature dropping as the sun disappears behind the hills. Just on the outskirts of Lake Macquarie. Kitchik sends it. Picked off. Dundas loses a footing, can't control it. All of a sudden, the Institute go on the counter-attack. They swing it wide. Zorden plays it down the line. Beautiful draw and send. Nada threads the ball through, but the offside flag goes up. Kiva Bray managed to block the first attempted shot. Bray goes long looking for Allen. The live wire in attack is Allen. Knight does well to earn the throw in. Takes it herself quickly. Trying to create something, but they have to play it back. Allen again. Plays it around an opponent. And it goes across the byline for a goal kick the way of Football New South Wales. Two young sides going head-to-head for a crucial 3 points. I touched on in the intro, a win here for the home side would certainly open up an opportunity for them to claw their way off the bottom of the ladder in the coming weeks. Zinski turns it over. Lob forward looking for Hammond from Dundas. A little too heavy though, and it'll be a throw in the way of the visitors. Throw in picked off again by Dundas. She's everywhere at the moment. Cops a little nudge, and that's going to be a foul the way of the emerging Jets. Dundas thinks to take quickly. Settles it though. Claire Adams will be over the dead ball. It's a long way from goal. About 30 out. 5 in from the sideline. Lofts it into the box. Headed on. Hayworth not on target though. Goes wide for Collins. And it's to thread it past one. Can't thread it past the second, and then it's cleared away. Wallando back in defence. Tries to head it back forward. Can't quite control it. Threlfo retreats and gives it off for Kiva Bray. Threlfo down the line. Not on target. It ends up beating everyone though. Will eventually roll across the sideline. For New South Wales. Allen getting up for it and heading it back across the sideline. Another throw for Football New South Wales. Zorden heads on. Nada wins it down. Zorden. Benora out there. Looks like there's a late reshuffle in the starting lineup. Kiara Benora originally listed on the bench in 39. Out there in midfield now. Ball threaded down attackingly into offense for the Jets. Allen against Nada. Does enough to earn a corner with a deft touch. I do apologise if there's a bit of movement in the camera shots tonight. Scissor lift a little less stable than usual here at Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility. That one goes across the face of goal unthreateningly for the defence of Football New South Wales Institute. Jasmine Black takes her time. Looks for what option will present. Keep dropping back to give her an option flat. She decides to go long. Beats everyone. Bounces kindly for Football New South Wales. They try to thread the through ball. But Chloe Wallando back there and lays it back for Kiva Bray. Dangerous, almost turnover in defence for the Jets. They need to be cautious here. We've seen some moments at the back that haven't been the most clinical for them. That one turns out okay. They play this out from the back. They go wide to Wallando. Wallando pressing down the line. Getting a boot in. And then forced heavily over the line by Claire Adams. Emerging Jets coach Ryan Campbell. Nice and animated out of the dugout. Also been doubling at the end of the season as the Jets A-League women's coach has Campbell. Did a great job taking them to the second week of finals. Second and third week of the two-legged semi-final playoff. Took the reins from Gary Van Egmond when Gary departed to China on an opportunity to work with the Chinese national youth systems. Bray looks to go long, but only goes as far as the head of Lauren Nada. Wallando. Collins turns it over, pushed over the sideline by Bennett. Emerging Jets will have a throw just on halfway. Wallando will take the throw. Comes back to Wallando from Adams. Swings it across to Threlfo. Dundas looking to create a run. Threlfo clears it over, gets Milan Hammond free in space down the right wing. Hammond tearing away into the 18-yard box, takes a shot, can't quite beat Black. A good shot, a better save. Some wonderful creative play from the emerging Jets to free Hammond up. Experience dangerous down that right wing. Wallando gets in, wins the header. And it's parried her way again by Nada. Threads it down the line, but can only find an opponent. Adams. Wallando picks it out from Wazinski, the leading goal scorer for Football New South Wales. Cross dangerously into the box. They find an open chance here. It's going to be a shot. Parried away by Bray. Air swing in the end. And then it threads through on the second attempt. Adelaide Wazinski opens the scoring for Football New South Wales. They lead 1-0 here in Lake Macquarie. Certainly wasn't a textbook clinical finish, but it counts all the same. And the visitors are on the board only moments after the Jets had an opportunity at the other end. Dundas now, the Jets, they want to get a quick response. Certainly seem to have had the better of the opening 10 minutes. The scoreboard now, unfortunately for them, reflects otherwise. Nada does well to draw in the pressure from Adams and earn her side a throw. Keep with the throw. Nada heads it. Adams gets it. Allen threads it beautifully. Collins can't control it though. Picked off by Kitchik. Again, can't quite control it. Dundas burns to the outside. Taking on Keep and another. Beats both. Keep comes in with a rudimentary challenge, but the referee says it was okay. Wallando composed. On the way back to Hayworth, who sends it to the keeper in Bray, who's well out of her box. Bray lofts it looking for Knight. Can't quite get it to her. It's broken up by the head of a midfielder for the Institute. Uric sends it down the line. All of a sudden they break free again, this time Fuller. But again, the assistant referee's flag goes up and it's adjudged offside. Referee just readjusting where he wants the restart to be taken. Now comes wide to Wallando. Back in to the middle and back to Bray. Jets insisted on playing their way out, deflected away. Adams takes it and goes on a little run. Can't control it though. Fights to get it, but turns it back over. Long range shot. Bray falling to her left. Stops the shot. The press from Football New South Wales doing its best to keep the emerging Jets deep in their own defensive half. Wallando, Allen. Allen back to Wallando, dropping it back now. Hayworth. Bray. Plays it wide. Pinned in their end. They need to find an avenue to escape to the emerging Jets. Hammond keeps it inside. Cuts back against the grain. Goes on a little run. Lobs the ball forward. Looking for Knight. It's going to be a foot race. Black's coming out. And she'll power it across the sideline. It will be a throw. After a prolonged period, trapped inside their own defensive third, the emerging Jets emerge. Dundas. Hayworth, Threlfo, threading it. Read very well by the Football New South Wales defence. Back to Threlfo now. She's going to go deep to Bray, who again, unsurprisingly, is well outside her box. Looks for Dundas, overcooks it. Benura threading the ball through. Zorden can't quite get to it. Bray out to snatch it up. Goes the long throw, looking for Allen. Kicks it on. Collins turns it inside out, finds Hammond in space again. They don't seem to have an answer for Hammond on the right wing. Tries to cross it in. Scuffs up and spins to the waiting goalkeeper in Jasmine Black. Bennett back to Black. Lofts it high. Broken up in the end by the Jets and seen over the sideline for a throw. Just trying to create something. Allen busy as ever. Threlfo. Dundas. Wide for Knight. Feeds it through. No runners though. Black will take it with no attackers advancing. Wallando gets ahead to it, sees it across the sideline, and just short of halfway, Football New South Wales will have a throw. Nada takes it down to halfway for the throw. Glanced away by Wallando. Hayworth tracks back. Bray under pressure from two defenders. Risky ball from Dundas. Threlfo gets it away. Confident in playing the ball across and out of defence. Keep. Benura. Lofted through ball. No one coming through in pursuit. So Bray will watch it roll across the goal line unthreateningly. Both sides looking a little nervy since that first goal. Cohesion not at its peak. Adams going to work. Plays it down. Collins looks to free up for Hammond. Can't get around a defender, so they have to play it back, and then they go centre field for Dundas. Dundas, Hayworth, Knight. Tries to play it down. It's deflected and broken up. All of a sudden, it's an opportunity for Football New South Wales. Bodies come together. Referee says play on. Threlfo. Under pressure. They do well to thread it out. Dundas for Hammond. She can't trap it, and the ball will present for an attacking throw for the Institute. The Jets take it back to Kiva Bray. Lofts it looking for Knight, who wants to head it on for Allen. Not quite on target. Right idea. Execution was almost there. Allen. Almost becomes a decoy then. Knight looking to thread it again. Can't quite. Allen pressing. Allen takes it away from her opponent, takes a shot, and beats the keeper, who just has inadvertently left it at the right upright. Can you believe it? Jasmine Black certainly can't, and beats her and skips into the net for the long-range shot from Allen. And all of a sudden, we're back on level pegging here at Lake Macquarie. 1-1, courtesy of Josie Allen. Takes the shot from the edge of the 18-yard box, one bounce, and slices between the keeper and the upright. I'm sure Jasmine Black would love to have that again. But the emerging Jets will take it. Things are all level. After almost 20 minutes here in Spears Point. The Jets with a long throw. Allen, diminutive frame, can't quite get high enough to get to it. Collins beats two. Passes away from a third. Dundas tries to thread a needle with a non-existent eye, but all of a sudden they take it away. Adams trying to find a lane for Knight. Broken up. It's going to go wide for Allen. She's happy just to see it across and take the corner. And that's exactly what the referee adjudicates. The emerging Jets with a chance to go back-to-back inside of 60 seconds. Claire Adams comes across, the set-piece specialist for the Jets. Allen sets as a short option. 5 attackers clustered inside the 6-yard box. Milan Hammond tries to get to the front, but it beats her. Football New South Wales clear it away. Kiva Bray caught in two minds, almost decides to come out, realises her defenders have got plenty of cover. But all of a sudden the counter-attack occurs. Zorden looking to create something, chips it into the box. Danger! And Football New South Wales have the lead back almost instantaneously. They lead 2-1. It's end-to-end football here at Spears Point. A wonderful, calm and composed finish past Kiva Bray sees the team in sky blue return to the lead. And no surprise, it's their leading goal scorer, Adelaide Wazinski, getting another. That's her second of the game. Football New South Wales second, and after just on 20 minutes, we've got 3 goals here already. Ball threaded wide for Allen. She'll take on her opposition player. Cut to the inside, chips it wide for Adams. Adams can't quite beat her opponent, and it's seen away just. Allen, though, picks off the pass, intercepts it. Burns to the outside, looking to cross it into the box. Collins dropping it back for Dundas. Dundas trying to work out the best option. She swings wide, looking for Hammond. Hammond centres it up, takes a long-range shot. What a shot, Milan Hammond from range. It's raining goals in Spears Point. Long-range shot from Milan Hammond. She set herself, got composed, and says, pick this out. And all of a sudden, it's 2-2. We've had 3 goals in almost as many minutes. It looked like nothing was happening, and then Milan Hammond settles well outside the 18-yard box and buries it into the top corner. All out attack at both ends in Lake Macquarie. 4 goals in 20 minutes. Surely this can't keep up. Nice little back heel flicking through. Battle between Wallando and Nada. Nada trying to get to the outside. Wallando just pushing her that way. Nada just to keep it inside by millimetres. Wallando body on body with Nada. Referee's happy with the challenge. Nothing if not physical in defence, Chloe Wallando. Allen tries to nutmeg her opponent. They're up to it. Adams diffuses that for the time being. Dundas threads the ball. Collins fortuitously hangs on to it. Drops it back. Hayworth. Dunbar. Sorry. Bray. Knight now with space in front of her. Takes it on. Pushes it wide for Hammond. Is it going to be a little too heavy? Or is the weight going to be perfect? Does well, Hammond, just to keep it inside the sideline. She scored a goal not long ago and now turns her opponent inside out. The finish wasn't quite there, but the ball's gone across the goal line. And it will be a goal kick. Both sides with the foot on the throttle. Full tilt attack here. Round 21. New South Wales NPLW action. 11th place Football New South Wales Institute visiting the 14th place Emerging Jets. If you like attacking football, there's been plenty of it already in the opening 20-odd minutes here. And there seems to be no sign of it abating as the throws are judged to go the way of Football New South Wales. Players colliding. Ball spits out centre field. The Emerging Jets elect to send it back to Kiva Bray. Threlfo through Dundas. Dundas, I thought she might have overcooked that. Not quite. Dangerous here. It's going to spit very deep. Threlfo down the line. Hammond chips it on. Can't quite control it. They win out again through Dundas. Knight Allen, if she can find it for and time it for Collins here. No, she's going to put on the afterburners herself. She's got Claire Adams there as well. Collins has pumped the brakes. The ball was there. She might have just been a touch offside and had to pull up. Dangerous attacking football at the southern end from the emerging Jets. Black sends it towards halfway. Wallando gets a boot in. Adams with space to work down the flank. Adams beats two, beats a third, cops a clip on the way through. Advantage being played. Advantage being played, and then it's tapped over the sideline. Number of perplexing moments in that passage, as there's been perplexing moments throughout. Wallando shapes like she's going to take the long throw into the box. Decides against it because there's no one in there. And then it's pushed over the line by Kiara Banura. Collins fighting to maintain possession. Drops it for Dundas. Thinks about a shot. No, we're going to go back. The referee's a judge. There was a free kick in there. Jasmine Black wards off Annabella Keat and says, I'll take this. Deep and slices across field. Knight, a little nudge in the back. The referee says play on. Hammond can't control it. Dundas thinks better of getting a boot in. Probably would have collected her opponent. Orlando breaks it up for Adams. Dundas, a pivot. Threlfo now. Dundas beautifully woven for Allen. Keep dangerously puts the hand on Allen's shoulder. Adams, not quite sure whether that was a lofted through ball or a shot. Either way, it was misdirected. And it'll peter away for a goal kick. Things starting to settle down a touch after that flurry of goals at the midpoint of this first half. A cagey opening. A first goal at the way of football, New South Wales Institute. Opportunities both ways. And then goal, 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 back to back to get us to 2-2. Beats everyone. Dundas can't get to it. Threlfo feeds it through for Knight. Sloppy passing. Broken up. Threlfo another boot in. Collins. Plenty of numbers on her. Pressure comes on Dundas. Back to Threlfo. All the way back to Kiva Bray. Dundas. Looking to free up Allen. The central defender's looking for the offside call. Wallando makes a run, threading through the defence. Turns it inside. Hangs onto it for the time being. Pops it back for Allen. Beats her opponent. Crosses it into the box. Dangerous. Adams, can she get a boot to it? Beautiful diving save back against her movement from Jasmine Black. I'll certainly build up her confidence after a couple of quick goals against her earlier in this half. Again, the goal kick taken by the opposition. Collins lays it wide. Knight working down the flank with plenty of room. Crosses it in, looking for Allen. Does well, but can't quite get it to beat Black. And Black picks it up at her bootlaces at the near post. You see them, Football New South Wales working it out of defence. Beautiful colours of Lake Macquarie in the background as the sun sets over the hills just outside of us here at Spears Point. And again, the assistant referee's flag goes up for offside against Football New South Wales. Of course, you can catch all of the men's and women's NPL action staying tuned across the remainder of the season on Football New South Wales YouTube channel. It's going to be a riveting end of the season. Plenty to be battled for as we see Claire Adams break slightly free. Out wide on the left. Plays it back in for Dundas, for Allen. Can't quite control it. Does well to get a boot in and trap it. But spills out. A clearance. All the way back to Bray. Sends it wide. Wallando under pressure. Sophie Hayworth again back to Kiva Bray. Hayworth. Bray. Got Wallando if they need it. They play through the midfield. Dundas thinks about using Wallando. And that's where she ends up deciding to go. Ball pushed over the line in the end. Might have been from the hand, but the referee happy with a throw in. Throw long for Collins. Adams. Milan Hammond in an acre of space. They can't quite find it to her, though. Picked off and taken away by Skelly in the end. She's collected and collided and gets a free kick. Certainly been willing in more than one sense this game. Plenty of body-on-body collision, plenty of attacking passes, plenty of goals in the first half. As it's sent back to Black, Allen charges up at her. Knight threads it for Hammond. Hammond's been busy. Plays it into the legs. Fortuitously turns out before it spits out and is parried across the sideline by Fuller. Dundas back for Bray. Wallando calling for it on the left flank. That's not where they go to start with. Now they go back there, sending her back a deep pass. She's going to have to work hard to find a way out of this. Does well. Two players coming together. Hands all over each other. Claire Adams appeals for the free kick but doesn't get it, and it'll be a throw in. Keep to take the throw in. Allen can't get it away. Keep can't control it. And the emerging Jets take the throw this time. Just shy of halfway. Wallando to Allen. Allen takes the quick throw. Collins controls it well. Jersey held on to. The referee happy to let that run. Knight feeds it out. Crossed into the box. Hammond all of a sudden finds herself at the central figure before it's cleared away by Skelly. Threlfo out to it. Tries to get the turn. Does so. Beats Fuller. Knight feeds it down. Hammond tries to get the turn but has her pocket picked. You feel the Jets are starting to get the ascendancy. The danger for them the last time they did that. Football New South Wales went against the run of play and scored their opener. Wallando. Hayworth misdirects that. Adams. Back to Hayworth. Out to Wallando. Infield. Looking for Dundas. Dundas all over Benura. Wallando takes it away. The referee happy to let that go. Football New South Wales more interested in appealing for a free kick than carrying on. Allen looking to use a pace. Pushed across the sideline by Annabella Keep. Throw in coming the way of the emerging Jets. Alexis Collins sends it back to Allen. Adams. Long range shot just wide of the post. Diving Black. Had it covered this time at the near post. Half an hour gone here in Spears Point. End-to-end football ensuing. Black goes long. Knight with the head wins it out. Hammond in a challenge, can't take it. Knight now putting the pressure on. A little rush Football New South Wales. Adams gets a boot in. Looking for options. Dundas is in the centre. That's where she goes. Threads it through. Collins back to Dundas. Out wide now. Hammond. And the flag goes up for offside. She's had a lot of space on that right wing today, has Milan Hammond. Been a constant presence, a constant danger. Just couldn't quite time her run there. Temperature continuing to drop here in Lake Macquarie. Certainly be fresh by the time we get to the back of the second half of this round 21 key fixture. As both these teams try to drag themselves Out of the battle for the bottom places. Emerging Jets take the throw. Threlfo takes on two, beats them both, then beats herself as it rolls across the sideline. Football New South Wales throw it in. Knight takes it away. Collins on the counter. Adams racing down. Allen almost wears it behind her. And it's turned over and broken up by the defence of Football New South Wales Institute. Nada. Collins gets another boot in. Some instrumental turnovers in midfield executed by the Jets so far. Gives it to Allen in an absolute cluster of traffic. But it was well done by Keep in the end to shadow it and shepherd it across the line for a goal kick. Football New South Wales try to play it out. Miscued off the outside of the boot from defence there, and it'll be a throw deep in attacking territory. Not executed well. Zorden sends it deep. Threlfo plenty of time. Drops it back to Bray. Wazinski, she's got 2 goals to name and continues to press up. Looking for Knight. She's pickpocketed, but Dundas comes away with it after it spills out. Pushes it across to Claire Adams. Looking for Josie Allen. He's clipped on the way through. Not a lot in it, but the referee says enough for a free kick. A little bit of contact earns Josie Allen and the emerging Jets an attacking set piece here. Only about 8 metres in from the western sideline. About 25 to 30 metres out from goal on a direct line. The emerging Jets take a shot directly. The bounce this time does not beat Jasmine Black, and she takes it calmly and sends her team straight on the counter-attack. Unfortunately, it couldn't be controlled, and it goes across the line, and the emerging Jets will have a throw in just in front of their own bench through Molly Salvador. Pushed across the line, takes a deflection, and it'll be a Football New South Wales throw. Not the most cohesive of displays so far from either side. Plenty of midfield turnovers. As we see the ball again exchanged. The ball goes inside now from Hammond. Dundas spinning and slicing back towards her own goal line. Hayworth thinks about taking on some opponents. Sends it back for Kiva Bray. Threads it to Dundas. Dundas looking wide for Chloe Wallando. Back for Hayworth. Back for Kiva Bray. She says, let's try the other flank. Salvador pushes it off. Can't find Knight, though, and it's picked off by Football New South Wales, and that one will go against Knight. And the referee's just going to cool things down. I'll have a moment for Kiara Benura. A little bit of a reaction after she already had the free kick. It's going to explain the risk she runs, and she reacts and takes it out of his hands. Football New South Wales, can they snatch the lead back here? They loft it into the box. Threlfo gets a boot to it. Not completely dealt with yet. Hammond collected, but the referee says no. She got the boot to the ball and got it away. Nothing illegal in the challenge. Lofted into the box. Kiva Bray up to it. Takes a great take and gets it moving quickly for Allen. Allen nudge. She's going to play on. They're going to have advantage of the Jets. Allen racing away, turning on the afterburners. Threads the ball into the box looking for Claire Adams. It's seen off for now, but Allen will retrieve it. Retrieve it, I should say. We come to a standstill. Allen working against Football New South Wales, has the ball taken away. And we're going to come back. Allen, a little clip on the heel, gives away the free kick. Keep. Benura back to Keep. Adams putting a body on the line. And it'll be a throw in deep in their own territory for Football New South Wales. Zorden. Keep. Lofts it. Hayworth gets ahead to it, as does Benura. Wallander gets a body in front. Beats two. Almost beats a third. Does beat a third. Allen manages to pick it off. Claire Adams pushes it into the box, looking for Milan Hammond. Just a little too heavy. And again, straight on the counter-attack. Both sides not taking the foot off the accelerator. Dundas picks it off. Thinks about pushing it down the line for Milan Hammond. Drops it back for Collins, for Knight. For New South Wales defender, wears it in the head. Threlfo. Bray. We go deep into this first half here. And Spears Point, round 21, Football New South Wales, YouTube action. New South Wales NPL Women's coming to you live from Lake Macquarie. That one a little too heavy and goes across the sideline. Hayworth throws herself in. A little bit of confusion about where the ball went. Dundas didn't get to it in the end. Zorden lofts it into the box. Hayworth heads it away for Chloe Wallando. Threads it down for Allen. Dangerous 2-on-1 on this left edge if they can use it. Collins, Hammond advancing, trying to stay onside. Looks like she is onside. No flag. No, the flag comes up late. I thought she was a step offside. She hesitated. She wasn't sure. It stayed down for a moment. But eventually she was pulled up. Again, a dangerous run. Football New South Wales going to have to be very careful, allowing Hammond that sort of space. Player with plenty of A-League women's experience now behind her. There's going to be a constant danger coming down that right edge. Blackwell out. Threlfo gets ahead through. Bennett. Benura. Kiva Bray races out, picks it up. Sends it down the line. Pushed wide. Salvador. Again, no surprise. They look for Hammond. She can't get to it, though, before it skids across the sideline. Football New South Wales with the long throw. Knight breaks it up. It goes into Hammond and across the sideline. Threlfo pushes it back for Kiva Bray. She cuts back to the right for Threlfo. Does well to control it. And she has it taken away all of a sudden. Hayworth doesn't clear it. Danger now. Long range shot. Beautifully parried over the crossbar. Kiva Bray. A lot of hype about this young woman in pink for the emerging Jets, and you can see exactly why with a reactionary save like that. Deep into the first half here, almost into stoppage time. And it will be a corner to Football New South Wales. Can they split the deadlock in the shadows of half-time? As they set their shape. Options running in. Benura tries to get herself in a dangerous position. Bray takes it over the top of all of them. And looks to get the Jets racing away. Claire Adams can't quite get to it first. It was Urich who did so, but it's headed towards the emerging Jets bench, and the Jets want to keep moving. Parried by Urick into the back of Hammond and across the line for their throw in for Football New South Wales. Now, numbers surging forward in sky blue. Zorden broken up. Wallando does well covering across to break up the attacking foray. Skelly with the throw. Finds Wazinski. Back for Skelly. And that will be a goal kick. Bray thinks about going long, thinks about going short, thinks about going long again. That's where she goes over to the right in the end. Manura with the head in. Claire Adams racing away. Will she go wide for Hammond? No, she goes straight through the middle for Collins. Collins off her right boot, just wide of the right post. A little off balance. Not a bad shot considering, but it doesn't threaten the goals. It's the last of the natural light fades. We must be very close to half time here. Black. Knight gets a head in. Kachik. Hammond comes away with it. Thinks about playing to Knight. Plays it nowhere in the end, and all of a sudden Fuller looking to make a break, but Threlfo back. Sends it back to Kiva Bray. Threlfo and Bray exchanging passes. Plays it wide now. Salvador. Back in. Nice movement by Dundas. Bray to Dundas again. Dundas surges forward. Plays under Collins. Adams can't quite get it. Wide to a target in Allen. Nada loses the ball. Wallando. Knight couldn't find a way to disappear there. The ball's intended for Hammond, and all of a sudden it's lofted forward now. Bray will retreat into her 18-yard box and pick this up. Thinks about the quick throw to Wallando. Decides the short ball to Hayworth is where it's at. She pops it back to her keeper. Bray sends it wide. Salvador. Threlfo's been busy, that is for certain. Somehow beats everyone. Knight chips it. Looking for Allen. If Allen can use her pace here. But she's called as offside. Assistant referees have certainly been busy, and the referee says that's enough busyness for all of us. And we'll head to the break at 2-2. It's been an enthralling half. The midpoint had all of the action. The opening goal was scored against a run of play by Adelaide Wazinski. And then Josie Allen managed to sneak one past Jasmine Black to level things up. It was a quick response again, the way of Wazinski. While Milan Hammond also got on the score sheet from long range. There's certainly been plenty of highlights, plenty of entertainment in the first half here of round 21. New South Wales NPLW action. We'll take a short break. We'll return shortly with the second half. Chris McPherson signing over the first half, and we'll bring you the second half shortly. Welcome back to Lake Macquarie Regional Football Facility for what is set to be an enthralling second half of round 21 New South Wales NPL women's action on Football New South Wales YouTube as the emerging Jets clash with Football New South Wales Institute. And if the first half is anything to go by, we are set for 45 minutes of end-to-end thrilling contest. At the break, we're locked at 2 goals all. It was the Football New South Wales Institute who, against the run of play, opened the scoring through their leading scorer in Adelaide Wazinski. And then we had a flurry of action, 3 goals in almost as many minutes. The first of those through Josie Allen, and she snuck a ball home past her opposition keeper in Jasmine Black. Wazinski then got on the scoreboard again to return the visitors to the lead with her 10th goal of the season, before Milan Hammond struck from long range, burying it into the top corner to give parity back to the home side and set us for what is now an enthralling final 45 minutes here in Spears Point. Chris McPherson bringing you all the action again in the second half. And we're about to get underway. Claire Adams set with the ball. And away we go. As Alexis Collins getting us started as Allen out wide. Doesn't quite keep it in. And almost takes out the corner flag in an attempt to do so. Certainly a crisp night here in the depths of winter in the Hunter. As Football New South Wales send it down optimistically. No runners in place. Kiva Bray comes out to pick it up. Isabella Throlfo looking for options. The lane opens up to go to Milan Hammond. She was their attacking weapon of choice on the right in the first half. Beautifully cleared away there. Salvador, Milan Hammond, Collins. Comes off another Football New South Wales defender, and again, it'll be Salvador with the throw. Throlfo. And Bray, as the Jets have done quite a bit today, they play it back through. An optimistic threaded ball from Throlfo doesn't quite find Knight racing through. Kitchik sends it. Picked out by Wallando. She's been very busy. Constant presence. Can they conjure here, the Jets? They're happy to be patient, working it through their back line till an avenue to offense opens. Hayworth comes back, sends it to Bray again. Continue to work through. Threlfo decides to take a little run. Pushes the ball, looking for Adams. Collins almost takes it away before it's dropped back. And eventually heads across the sideline for a throw-in for the Jets. Allen tries to use a pace here, bodied out. Oh, that could have gone either way, but the referee decides it's fittingly going the way of Football New South Wales. Edgy first couple of minutes of this second half. Things in the balance. The emerging Jets looking for their first win against Football New South Wales in 5 years. Football New South Wales looking for their first win here in Spears Point in 3. Knight now trying to get into the 18-yard box. Does so. Can she get the cross in? Loses control a little. Manages to do well to try and win it out again. The ball stays in play. Play on, says the officials. Looking for Hammond. Can't quite control it. Now it races deep towards halfway. Threlfo spins. Sends it back to Kiva Bray. Bray and Threlfo. Hayworth goes long, looking for Hammond. She's not there. Knight sweeps in. Benura sends it out. Down the line, not quite on target. Back infield, Knight, busy. Dundas. Beautifully threaded. Adams racing through the middle. 1-on-1 now with the defender. Can't quite get away though. Hammond cuts into the box, gets a shot away. A little parry down, and then it reeled in by a diving Jasmine Black. Zorden feeds the ball through. Kiva Bray will have plenty of time. Traps it with a boot and then sends it on its way again to Threlfo. She does the same. Adams making a run now. Allen looking for Adams. Does well. No, she's just offside. Held it just a second too long, did Josie Allen. Well, New South Wales defence again effectively runs that trap on the defensive line and catches the Jets offside. Jasmine Black now. Slices that one deep. It's headed away by Nada. And it'll be an emerging Jets throw. The midpoint of their defensive half. Nada chips it forward. Wallando. Body on against Zorden. Gets away from another. And they send it back. Kiva Bray under pressure, uses the feet, does well. Wallando. Adams calling for it. Wallando putting her body on the line. Allen comes in and fights for it, but can't control it, and it spills across the sideline. No quarter given to start this second half. Dundas does well. Knight calls for it. Dundas can't get the pass away, and all of a sudden, Football New South Wales overloaded numbers, goes into the back of Threlfo. And now the Jets on the counter-attack. Knight, beautifully threaded for Collins. She's away, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Can she finish? It's parried away and pushed over the line. That'll be a corner. I thought she was going to get to the parried down shot, but the defence did enough to scramble and see away for the danger for the time being. The emerging Jets now with a corner. Seven minutes gone here in the second half. Adams lofts it to the back post. Hammond up for it. Gets ahead to it. Can't control it. And it'll be a goal kick. It's a beautifully directed pass that set Collins free. She just couldn't quite get the finish on it she needed. Knight gets a head in. Benura goes long. Too heavy though. And Kiva Bray will retreat into her box and retrieve the ball off the deck. Sends it out for Threlfo. Threlfo pushes it wide. Wallando chests it down, sends it down the line for Allen. Looking for the 1-2 with Wallando, but just undercooked it a little. Bennett. Knight pushing on Bennett. Bennett for Nada, but it's turned over. Allen now will use her pace to her advantage. A bit of a rugby tackle in the end from Josie Allen. She might find herself with a bit of a talking to here. And no, it will just be a conversation with the referee. No card needed as yet. The referee's done a wonderful job today in managing a few little collisions and opportunities for advantage. And does well again there. Kiva Bray turns it over. Couldn't quite be controlled. That would have been very dangerous. If Tiana Fuller had controlled that, it would have been an open net to shoot at. Send it back across. Bray. Goes wide. Hammond does well. Keeps it in. Knight pushing back. Bennett nearly rolls her own ankle on the ball. Turns one inside out. Beats Collins as well. Lofts the ball. Wallando gets a head in. Collins can't get hold of it. Bennett sends Zinski down the line before Wallando gets a boot in. Last touch off Wallando before it goes across the sideline. A throw in deep in attacking territory for Football New South Wales. Football New South Wales trying to thread it into the box. Lofted dangerously now. Salvador does well to break it up. Long range shot over the top. Past the diving Kiva Bray. Some athleticism to get up. She would have had everything but the top postage stamp covered. Dundas. Collins. Bennett picks it off. Kitchik sends it back, all the way back to Black now. Allen racing up to put pressure on. She lofts it. Too big, too wide. Skelly, no chance of reeling that in. Throw for back to Bray. Overload their attack to the left. Dundas. Hammond sitting in an open pocket on the right here again, unmarked. Bray. Attacking option down the left again. Allen chips it on. Nice little 1-2 with Adams. Might just be a little too heavy, is it? No, she reels it in just inside the byline. Threads it into the box dangerously. Bennett gets it, but has it taken away. Knight parried down off a defender. Danger cleared away for the time being. Zorden goes wide. It's going to be a little too heavy. Both sides showing no sign of easing up here. Long throw. Collins does well to turn. Beating Urick. Crosses it into the box. Halfway between a cross and a shot and dealt with easily by Black. Vanura. Allen continuing to press. The Jets pushing up hard with pressure. Bennett again nearly takes herself out on the football. Urick down the line. Skelly broken up. Hammond's there. She'll take it on. Turns back outside. Drops it back for Threlfo. Threlfo now. Dundas. Changes passes with a centre back. Back to Bray. Coach Ryan Campbell on his feet again in the dugout, calling for patience. That's not the kind of patience he was looking for as it's pushed across the sideline. No Jets players in proximity. Beautifully taken away by Adams. Allen racing down, creating an option for her. She cuts back. Will she look to swing wide for Hammond? Overloading with Salvador wide. Broken up. Can't quite be directed. And it'll race away across the sideline in a clearance. Plenty of bodies in motion for the Jets when they go on the attack. Threlfo. Bray. Wide. Wallando. One out by Nada, but it goes across the sideline and will be a throw in. A little bit of gamesmanship between the two players there. The long throw looking for Allen, but a little overcooked and pushed wide and eventually goes across the line. Off the boot of an emerging Jets player. Allen's going to try and do it all herself, is she? Kitchik has other ideas and hammers it across the sideline. The emerging Jets with a throw deep in attacking territory. Wallando. Dundas creating space deep. That's where she'll go in the end. Under pressure. Drops it back, does she? No. Thinks better of it. Tries to turn to the outside. And the emerging Jets will now have a throw on halfway. Neither side showing any sign of going to their bench in the opening exchanges of this second half. Hayworth. Sends it across Kiva Bray to Threlfo. Threlfo steps back inside. Bray. Persistent tactic for the Jets, just trying to utilise their defence to create space. Push wide. Allen with the afterburners on. She's going to try and race away here. Has a shot from long range. Parried over the crossbar by Black. And it'll be a corner. Very alert to the danger of Josie Allen. This time is Jasmine Black. And did well to get up and push that over the bar. Considering we've had 4 goals in the opening half, we've also been treated to some phenomenal saves as well. All of a sudden they take the quick corner. Dundas crosses it in. Headed in, off the bar. Milan Hammond finishes. She gets her second of the evening. And the emerging Jets take the lead in the second half here in Spears Point. 3 goals to 2. Didn't quite save on the first up effort, but they managed to do the job on the second. And an interesting move. Football New South Wales Institute are going to make a change of goalkeepers. Jasmine Black comes off on the back of that phenomenal save that led to the corner. And Sophia Fante will come on. Football New South Wales looking to do what they did on the back of the Jets' first goal and create a quick response here. Kiva Bray being a little risky, playing it at feet. Wallando happy to take the turn. Allen in the pocket takes it. Down the line, looking for Adams. She traps it. Collins. Milan Hammond out wide. She'd love a hat-trick. Plenty of time to accrue that as well. Salvador overloads the right flank. Crosses it in dangerously. Chipped over the head. Early test for Fante. And she comes out and takes it. Jets continuing to press their attack. They lead by 1 goal. Been over 5 years since they've beaten Football New South Wales. Referee calmly and composed calls the foul. Hayworth. Back to Kiva Bray. Wide now, Salvador. Threlfo. Kiva Bray unlocks Josie Allen. Keeps it inside the sideline just. A little step over, tries to cut back and create something. She does find Knight with a back to goal. So it was Collins with a back to goal. Dundas tries to turn. Bennett inside out. Bennett takes it away, sends it wide now. Nada. Can't quite hold on to it, and it goes across the sideline. Both sides still very up-tempo. Throw in. Found its way to Collins before it's hammered across the sideline and almost into the next postcode. Milan Hammond 2 goals today, just 3 on the season in total. Very good vein of finishing form. A tap in and a long range. She's had them at both ends of the distance spectrum today. It's been a key part of the emerging Jets leading here. Trelfo does well to get a body in on the attempted pass there, then takes it away from Fuller. Fuller with a pull on the jersey, and the referee will bring it back for a free kick. Dundas and Trelfo. Thinks to set it back to Bray. Turns it over dangerously. Very clumsy pass. Wallando fighting. Gets it away from Nada. Can't get it to Allen. Nada set free in the back corner. Hayworth covering. Can't control it. But gets it off Hayworth, and it will be a corner the other way. They're looking for the equaliser. 20 minutes gone in this second half. Still plenty to play. Round 21. NPL women's action on Football New South Wales YouTube. Coming here from Spears Point. Up in a pack. Bray punches. Chipped back. Kicked away. And kicked over the sideline in the end. It'll be a throw in. Football New South Wales looking to keep things moving. The emerging Jets just looking to cover the defensive spacings. All of a sudden it comes away. Dundas back inside. Knight steps over. Broken up well. Skelly and Dundas come together. Hammond gets a boot in. Benura sends it back. Kitchik down. Finds Bennett under pressure from Hayworth. Bennett. And Nada combined in midfield. And look to set themselves free down the right flank. Wallando racing across. You'll watch this one across the line. And it'll be a goal kick. Frenetic pace from both teams as we hit the midpoint of the second half. Trelfo. Back to a keeper in Bray. Looking for Wallando. A little too heavy. And Wallando can't get the trap and stop it. Emerging Jets trying to get bodies in the way. Adams does well, gets a boot in. Allen. Deflected off Allen, is it? And is, and it will be another throw in the way of Football New South Wales. Long throw. Vanura broken up by Hayworth. Allen trying to draw a touch from an opponent. Hayworth wide. Wallando back to Hayworth. Deep in her own territory. Bray. Hayworth lofts it. Collins tries to backhead it for Knight, but it's turned over. Kitchik takes it from long range, but it's a little offline, and Kiva Bray just watches it sail past the upright. Bray now decides to go long this time for Allen. Allen manages to get it past Nada, but no further than that. And pass a little too heavy, a little too long, and it goes across the sideline. It'll be another throw this time the way of the girls in gold, the emerging Jets. Back to Bray. Certainly if you're giving out best performances on the amount of touches on the ball, Kiva Bray would be right there. She's been very busy in their defensive exchanges. Hammond does well to get outside. Can't get it away any further though. Benura breaks it up. Adams pushing back. Disrupts the passing. Kiva Bray goes high and long. A little shove in the back there. The referee's happy to let that go though. Hammond pushing up. Ball goes back to Black. Sorry, it's back to Fante. Did make the change a little earlier in this half. Long throw. Adams gets a touch. Back to Wallando. Finds Threlfo. Heavy touch to Hammond. Can't control it. Kitchik sends it back to Fante. She goes wide. It's going to be a bit too heavy and it's going to be a throw in. Plenty of movement from the Football New South Wales bench now. You wonder how long before they look to make another change. Dundas. Bennett gets a boot in. Dundas retrieves it back. Lofts it looking for Hammond. Little misstep. Pressure going back. Hurried clearance. Falls now. They push it wide. Lofted into the box. Kiva Bray retreating. Takes it easily. Straight in the breadbasket. Across to Threlfo now. Threlfo to Knight. They've got a 2-on-1 on this edge if they can use it. Sides the pass early. Hammond. Chip it. Looking for Collins. Adams racing. Puts the pressure on. Can't be controlled by Benura. Nor going to be controlled on this side, and it goes out from Skelly. And Knight with the throw. Collins. Back to Knight. Collins again. Turns it on. Gets to the outside. Crosses it into the box. Racing through. Allen just misses it. Any connection and you feel it's in the back of the net. Wallando, can she get a shot away? No, she sends it to Allen. Allen gets up. Manages to trap the ball inside the box. Too many blue shirts in there. Can't get it through. And they clear it away for the time being. Hayworth. Back to Kiva Bray, who's 20 yards out of a box. Dundas. Threads it for Wallando. Space down the line. Can't control it, but gets away. Gets a little clip on her way through. Drops it in for Allen. Will she take the long-range shot? Yes, she does. It's deflected. Fante up to it. All-out attack at the moment from the emerging Jets. Fante looking for Skelly. Finds her. A skewed pass. Works out okay. Bennett. Kitchik. Swings it wide to the right through Nada. Benura. Bray picks it up on the edge of the 18-yard box. Goes the long throw, looking for Knight. Does well to just get it over Bennett. Knight threads it through. Collins gets it past Zante. Alexis Collins gets a fourth for the emerging Jets. Beautifully composed. Gets around the keeper and just taps it home. And the emerging Jets, they trail 2-1. They lead 4-2. Thanks to the boot of Alexis Collins. And again, they managed to thread that offside trap. And it pays dividends for the home team. Wonderful composure. Finishes it off the inside of the right after getting to the outside of the keeper. Still plenty of time for a comeback here. 27 minutes gone. Salvador fighting tooth and nail with Skelly. Skelly gets to the goal side. Salvador now pushes it down the line. Does well to find Milan Hammond. Another beautiful no-look pass. Hammond cuts infield and beats Bennett. Gets it in front for Allen. Can they get a fifth quickly? Parried away. Allen can't quite get to it. It will be a corner. And she's rushing to take it. All of a sudden the Jets, they taste blood in the water. Gets it in quickly, looking for Hammond. Falls back for Dundas. Under pressure. Good swarming defence. Down the line. A player down in back play. Kiva Bray racing out. Skelly looks to have come unstuck in that clearance. It'll back heel. Adams. Beautiful 1-2. Collins looking for a second in quick time. Can't get clear. Knight's going to take a long-range shot. Strikes it a little over the bar. Danger signs. The Jets looking for more. Still over 15 minutes of regulation time to play. We saw in the first half a lot can happen in a very short time in these games. In the meantime, though, the Jets press forward. Adams. Clearance only goes as far as Wallando. She feeds it inside for Allen, who's just going to burst through the pack and take a shot, is she? Pushes it centre field. Hammond can't quite finish. She cops some accidental contact and she's down on the ground. I thought Hammond for a moment might have had a hat trick. Instead, I think she's copped a stray elbow. It's wonderfully crossed back in. Was just a little elbow as they turned away from the contact. Kitchik did well to get back and break up the play. Threlfo gets a boot in. Bennett lofts it wide, looking for Nada. It's lofted wide. Ball's just not quite as accurate for the ladies in sky blue as they have been for the girls in gold. Back to Bray. She goes long. Hammond and Knight. Hammond thinks about trying to backheel it. Instead, takes it on with Dundas. Dundas turns it back. Hayworth. Bray. Allen. Chips it on nicely for Adams. Notes decides to take it on herself. They push through in a wave of numbers in gold. Crosses it into the box. Collins can't quite get enough of a head onto it. She knows what an opportunity's been missed as they look to extend their lead, the emerging Jets. It's hard to believe with the amount of attack they've created today that this team is still sitting last on the ladder at the moment. A win today will allow them to close that gap to the teams in front of them. As we say, still so much time to come in this fixture. Fante puts the ball on the ground, decides to go long. Drives it to the right. Bennett tries to get to it, can't get up. Hammond. She has two already. Pushes it, looking for Collins, but can't quite control it. Salvador does well. Knight. Round for Milan. Hammond wide. And Hammond does well to earn a corner for her side. Last time the Jets had a corner, it fell the way of Hammond for her second. Adams steps out for the corner. You think a goal here would almost ice it for the emerging Jets. Adams looking for a head, parried in. Allen puts a body in. I'm going to have a free kick against Allen, and the referee's going to go to their pocket for the first time today. He points to a few spots and said, you've had a warning over here, a warning over there, and now I'm giving you a yellow card. And probably rightfully so. Football New South Wales try to go on the quick offensive, but the referee calls it back as he jots down some notes on the yellow card in his pocket to note down that that card has gone the way of Josie Allen. Hammond and Skelly. Skelly, great to see her back on her feet after what looked like an injury a little earlier on. Ball pushed across the sideline and the emerging Jets with a throw deep in attacking territory. Knight couldn't control it, loses possession. Now they come down the way of Fuller. Fuller racing away looking for options, lofts it optimistically wide. Kiva Bray will race away and push it across the sideline, not chance her hand or risk conceding a goal when well out of a box. Ball optimistically lobbed into the 18-yard box, races to the edge. Skelly feeds it in. Threlfo clears it away. Danger not completely dealt with. Bennett tries to push it back. Hammond does well. Throw-in going the way of Football New South Wales. Bennett will take the throw. Now pushed back. Kitchik decides to go on a little run. Gets past two. Undoes herself, losing her footing. Referee says play on. Dundas comes away with it. We've got the numbers on the left. They've also got numbers wide on the right, but they go to Allen in the middle, who slips over and can't control it. Football New South Wales now turn the other way. Skelly. Foot in from Threlfo. Finds Hammond. Does well. Hammond fakes to go to Collins on the outside. Tries to thread it through an unlikely combination of legs, and it's cleared away just on the attacking side of halfway for the emerging Jets, and we'll have a change for the home side. Looks like it'll be Dundas to come off. She makes her way off. Have a look at the... Well, there'll be a change in formation with the change coming on. Hammond. Salvador. Amelia Elders on and slotted straight into that role. Fresh leg straight away, showing a turn of pace. Salvador back to Threlfo. Bray pushes it across, opens up some space for Hayworth. Goes wide to Wallando. She looks on, trying to find Allen. Can't quite get it down the line, but the ball's returned to her very kindly by the opposition. Hayworth all the way back to Kiva Bray again. The emerging Jets know they're in control of this, but they've been in similar situations and ended up sharing the points or going down. Hammond going the long throw, looking for Knight. Gets a friendly bounce, pops it infield. Collins looking for a second. Can't quite get it past the keeper. Allen's there. Josie Allen gets a fifth for the emerging Jets. And you'd have to think that'd about seal the 3 points here. What a showing from this young emerging Jets side, belying their position at the bottom of the table. All out attack for almost all of the game, and again it pays off there. The Football New South Wales keeper was able to parry down the first shot from Collins, but Allen flying through buries that into the back of the net for the 5th time for the emerging Jets. Are they about to break an almost 2,000-day drought since their last win against Football New South Wales? Last time the emerging Jets claimed 3 points against Football New South Wales dates back to April 2019, a lifetime ago, before a time we knew COVID. Are they about to break that drought tonight? Still time to come. Adams. Working overtime. There's 2 wins to their name so far this season, but they're not done yet, even though they lead by 3. Allen chips it in, a little too heavy with a touch. She's looking just to chip that forward for Collins. It's 2-all at the break, and it's been almost all emerging Jets in this second half. 3 unanswered goals since the break. There's almost 40 minutes gone here in the second half. And it looks like the emerging Jets at the next stoppage will go to their bench again. As did Football New South Wales at the break. Lukanovic on now for them. Fuller pushes it back. Bennett. Can she get one back? Kiva Bray falling forward onto the ball. Not letting another pass through at this stage. Bray goes downfield looking for Allen. Allen heads it on for Collins. Collins swings it wide for Hammond. She's racing forward. Plenty of space. Can she create a cross here? Crosses it deep. Too high for Allen. Knight does well, dropping it back. Elder threads it for Hammond. She's a step offside. Collins comes in trying to finish it off, but the flag is already up. Trying to identify who the change is. It looks like it might be Josie Allen heading off next to the goals. Appears to be Zoe Daly coming on. Time ticking away. They need a goal and a quick one in that. Benura sends Skelly open wide. Cuts back infield. Threads the ball into the box. But the flag goes up. There's a step offside there for Football New South Wales. They can't get the break they need at that point. So we head into the final 5 minutes of regulation time. Elder. Knight. Does well to pick out Adams. She's got Hammond wide on one side, Daly wide on the other, both unmarked. She goes to Daly. Can she get a shot away? Decides to bring it infield. Now she shoots. Zoe Daly, she's only been on the field for a moment, and she's on the score sheet. And all of a sudden, the emerging Jets lead 6-2. And that's got to be the 3-point sealed, and the drought broken here in Lake Macquarie. There's been a clinic in the second half from the emerging Jets. And now to be Football New South Wales going to their bench again, hoping for something. 2 changes. Keep and Fuller coming off. They're going to need to find something here. It's been the Jets' most prolific attacking display of the last few years tonight. And you have a feeling that they'd like to keep going. Zoe Daly racing forwards. There's one of our substitutes in Molly Crawford. Lukanovic. Threlfo is happy to control the tempo. And why wouldn't they be? They all of a sudden lead by 4. Threlfo. Wallando out wide. Nada gets a boot in. Can't control it. Hayworth across to Bray. As they try to manage the clock down here, the emerging Jets. So another 2 and a bit minutes of regulation time. Collins. Lukanovic. Trying to find an open player. Can't quite do it. Skewed away by Salvador Hammond. Knight going on a run. Hammond turns Bennett inside out. Lofts it over. Looking for a flying Alexis Collins. Can't get it to a target. Turns it over. Benura. Bennett has been busy in the midfield. Now they go wide. Try to send it down the line. A free up a flying winger, but it's picked off by the Jets. Adams Pops it through. Good fortune. Almost gets it the way of Collins. Sent wide. No one in the vicinity, and it'll trickle away for a throw in for the Jets. And the emerging Jets are going to bring on a cast of 3 from the bench. Collins, Knight, and Threlfo come off. Three changes come on. Marnie Duggan up front. She gets another boot in there. Fighting tooth and nail. I'm quite sure. We haven't got a confirmed 23 out there, so I'll have to get clarification on who that is that's slotted into the midfield. It's cleared away. Kiva Bray well out of a box. Takes control of the situation, and it's seen away for the time being. Pushed back now the way of Fante. She goes long looking for Skelly. Duggan's there. Burning through into attack, trying to create something. Earning a corner. Zwazinski. She's got a double to her name. She's leading the charge at the moment as they try to fight their way back. You'd love to say there's a faint pulse, but there's hardly even that as we're into stoppage time now. They trail by 4 goals. Wazinski puts it in, punched away by Kiva Bray. Driven further by Adams into open, vacant territory. Urick goes back. Pass it in. Sent back to Urick. Trying to find a late response. Yagi sends it wide. Okay, down the line. Hayworth will drop it back to Kiva Bray. Amelia Elder. Claire Adams. Does well, gets it away again. Somehow wins out there. Good fortune, probably the key. Drops it all the way back to Bray. At the referee's discretion now. Hammond. Cuts infield. Lofts it, looking for Duggan. Is she onside? Salvador is and earns them a corner. Surely they couldn't find a 7th. As it stands, for the first time in over 5 years, they will take 3 points from a clash with Football New South Wales. Football New South Wales' losing run will extend to 6. It's now just a matter of by what margin. Hammond crosses it in, across the face and unthreateningly away. And the referee blows full time. And a 3rd win for the emerging Jets. A first win over Football New South Wales in 5 seasons. And they close the gap on the teams just in front of them at the bottom of the ladder as they continue this wonderful run mid-season that they are on. A second half that featured 4 goals from the emerging Jets. Goals the way of Milan Hammond, Josie Allen, Alexis Collins and Zoe Daly. In the first half, it was Hammond and Allen who both got goals to feature in their braces, whilst Adelaide Wazinski with 2 for Football New South Wales Institute in that first half. And it's the emerging Jets at home who converted a 2-2 half-time scoreline into a phenomenal 6-2 win, their best attacking outing of the 2024 season. It's been a wonderful win for the home side, a much more frequent occurrence in 2024, and you'd be brave to write them off in doing it again this season. But for this evening, Signing out from round 21, New South Wales NPLW action. A 6-2 win for the Emerging Jets over Football New South Wales Institute. Chris McPherson wishing you a very good evening.